I just finished my end-term examination, so now I'm back with another brand new book named The World of Norm by Jonathan Maris. So this book is very hilarious, and there was a normal boy named Norm, or they call him Norman. Like Norman is the longer name, and Norm they call him at home. So Norm lived in a very peaceful house. So he keep forgetting that his family moved to a smaller house. So at night he keep waking up and trying to pee in his dad's wardrobe. And at night Norman couldn't sleep because of his dad. His dad snore like a rhinoceros. So basically Norm at night he can't sleep. So Norm gets very angry because of his dad snoring, and in the morning Norm didn't get much sleep that night, so he could get very angry at some point. So Norm have a dream of becoming the world mountain biking champion. And Norman every day he practiced his bike, like doing some wheelies or going off a tramp. And Norman lived like a very normal life, but one day his bike broke. So his house is paying a lot of debt and stuff, so they can't afford the money to give Norman a new bike. So Norman have to think of some way to have a new bike, to practicing his skill to become the world mountain biking champion. So Norman have a friend, a very best friend named Mikey. They grew up together in a town. They grew up together, do everything together, go to the beach together, studying in the same school. So every day Norman hang out with Mikey for a bunch of time. So they talk and they ride their bicycle together, doing some tricks together. So Norman gets very jealous because Mikey have better bicycle tricks, bicycle skills than Norman. So Norman at some point get very jealous of that. So one day when Norman and Mikey are doing some tricks in the backyard, so Mikey accidentally drove so fast that he couldn't stop, and then he go headfirst into Norman's mom's the tea collection, so the cup of tea collection. So Mikey go headfirst into them, and then he broke them into pieces. So Mikey felt very sorry for that, and Mikey's parents give Norman £100 so that Norman can give it to his mom to replace a new collection of teacups. So his mom said that it is very generous of Mikey's parents, but she didn't need it and want Norman to give the money back to Mikey's parents. But Norman didn't want to give it back because he's going to borrow the money to do other stuff. So Norman decided to buy some stuff, some accessory to upgrade his bike and to fix his bike, because his bike is kind of old and it is about to break. So Norman have to find some accessory and he need to upgrade his bike to a better one, so that he can practice some more. So Norman is afraid to buy the accessory because when it is at his house, his mom and dad will know that he used that money to buy the stuff, to buy the accessory for the bike. So his parents will get so furious. So Norman didn't want that to happen. So he noticed that there was a girl running past his house, and that girl name is Chelsea. So Norman asked Chelsea that if she can bought the accessory of the bike for him, he will give the money and he will give her £20 extra. So the girl accepts the deal. So Norman have no need to worry anymore. So one day his parents asked Norm that if he returned the money to Mike's parents, and Norm said that, yeah, I've returned the money. So Norm's parents is a little bit of suspicious about Norm so they just let it go by. So the next day, Norm and Mikey are hanging out together again, and they are riding their bicycle together at the backyard of Mikey's house. And Norm stayed back to hang out some more and play a computer game with Mikey. So when Mikey's dad gets back home, he said that, did your mom have the money? And Norman said that, yeah, she's keeping it very well. So Mikey's dad said that, okay, so the next thing is, it was a sunny day, and the funny thing happened. Norman family meet Mikey family at IKEA. So they meet each other and they are talking about the money stuff that Mikey dad give to Norman. So when Norman family's parents get back home, they get very furious because Norman didn't give back the money, and then they start arguing, and Norman parents talked to each other and said that maybe we didn't care for Norman that much. So Norman parents decided to give Norman the money that he needed to upgrade the accessory of his bike because they felt sorry for him. And Norman accepted the offer, and he stood there daydreaming about him one day being the world-class champion of mountain biking. So yeah, this story is just like, it is not the same, but it is similar to the Diary of the Wimpy Kid books, and it is very funny and hilarious. So yeah, I recommended this book for you guys to read if you like it, and I rate this book 10 out of 10 because it is so good, and I finished this book in just like 2 days. So yeah, this is the end of this video, and I hope you guys like my video. Please leave a like and a subscribe. Goodbye.